Alright, we're back with 4 Heroes of Light, and in the last part we did a lot of painful dungeon crawling, but now we've made it here to Spelvia at long last. And this is my favorite town in the game. I really like the atmosphere, the music, and the artwork and everything. It's just really nice. Looks like a grave of some kind. You can just make out the words Mother Dragon, but not much else. Oh my, a visitor? I'm afraid that Master Rolan has locked himself away and will not talk to anyone. Got a goat over here. One thing I forgot to show, I didn't use the animal staff on Jusqua, so we'll see what he turns into next, but as we can see, Yunita turns into a rabbit. Fountain of Hope is a mysterious spring which brings all worlds together. But we'll get into that later. Turn back into Yunita here. And we've got a lot of stores. Let's start talking to people. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Yeah, they all start attacking you. They're not threatening or anything, but you gotta fight them if you talk to them. So you might be wondering, how do we use the store if these guys won't talk to us? You gotta use the animal staff and talk to them first. Do you have business to conduct? You can buy a lot of different items here. Elementalist robe, ranger outfit, fighter gi. I want that for Yunita. And scholar gown. Don't need that yet, but we'll need it soon. Stardust bow, that sounds pretty cool. Shining staff, white book, shining axe, shining blade, and shining harp. Actually, I want to equip that fighter gi I bought for Yunita just a second ago. We want to deposit the bandit gear, star earring, don't need another curatome. We don't need the soil cape or the shine cape yet. Don't need those that confuse ring. Done with that, and with Aire. Don't need the dirt dirk anymore. We don't need the great tree shield anymore. Before we move forward, what I want to do is de-equip our shields. So we want the dark steel shields now. Do we have any shine gauntlets? So if we do, I want those on Yunita for right now. We don't have them yet, no. You can imagine what a shine gauntlet is. It just makes your attacks light elemented. This blocks petrification, blocks curses, black ring, magic defense plus 10%. We've seen all these before. Remedy cures all ailments and restores a bit of HP. Now let's check the magic shop. We got really unique spells here. Fire and fire, water and water, which we've seen before. We've seen all these before, but what's really interesting here is the banish spells. These are really powerful light attack spells. We're gonna need a Banishka eventually, but I don't need it right now. One thing, check around here somewhere is one of the treasures. This is one of the important ones I always remember the location of. Here we go, Indra's Spear. 8 light attack and inflicts paralysis. We don't need that right now, though. Gonna need it later, I'm sure. Dark steel shields on. Is there anything better than the merchant's tunic here? Elementalist robe, magic accuracy / intellect. Scholar gown, intellect. I want an elementalist robe in storage for later. By the way, you might notice that same song is still playing. This is the only time in the game you can hear that song, is if you enter the tower from the skies and get to Spelvia at night. Just want to check what prizes they have here. Got some pretty recognizable Final Fantasy weapons. Don't know what those are, but we got the Tonberry knife and the main gosh here. Can't afford either, though. Modern dress, replica plate, Hermes sandals. I don't want to buy anything from there yet. We operate Spelvia on the behalf of Master Rolan. You can only talk to these guys when you're in animal form, so just keep yourself as an animal when you're around here. Can you find my hidden treasure? You found one of my 8 hidden treasures. Disappointing. I'm pretty sure that that spear is about the only one that matters. Actually, no, there's another one around here that matters too. The golems that maintain this temple have been poisoned by the hate in Roland's heart. They will attack any humans they see. Master Rolan hates all humans. Master Rolan is very wary of human greed. Rolan is still just a fledgling hero. Breaking a curse such as the one placed on Horn might be too much for him. Got a dark sigh right there. Master Rolan meets no one. Master Rolan speaks to no one. Seems like getting this guy to lift the curse on Horn might be a bit more of an endeavor than we thought. Animate tonic. I think this guy's unique. I think if you turn into a human and talk to him, he'll still let you stay here. Yeah, he's the only one you can talk to, and he'll let you stay in the inn for free. Once you've heard enough of this song, you can stay in the inn. Because once you stay in the inn and that song's playing, you'll never hear it again unless you go on YouTube or something. Now we're getting the Spelvia Day theme, which is also a nice song, but I prefer the night one. That night theme is like one of the most obscure songs in any video game I've ever played, because the only way you can ever hear it is if you go through the tower to the sky at night. I think I missed a treasure out here. Guess not. No, it doesn't look like there's all that much to see in Spelvia, so I guess it's time we finally go meet Rolan. Got a few more guys we can talk to as an animal in here. Rolan has been alone here in Spelvia for how many hundreds of years now? Spelvia is a floating fortress made to rule the whole world. It's made to subdue the world. And there he is. We haven't had humans visit us here in a very long time. Are you Rolan? That's right, my name is Rolan. Rolan the play hero. I suppose you've come to ask me some big favor. Yes, our hometown of Horn is in terrible danger. Can you help us save it? I know about Horn. I never see you humans until you need help, then you come crying to me with your sob stories. Boo-hoo for you, I don't care. Well, that's disappointing. I hate you all, you selfish humans. Go away and leave me alone. Alright, well, we're not going to be making any progress with this guy, it seems. Get a dragon wing from right there. I believe if you go this way... get a courage ring, get psyched up more easily, and up into this room. Roland's diary lies here. Will you read it? Mother and father were so happy when I was born. They believed I would be a hero, and they called me Rolan after the great hero of history. I have to live up to my name for their sake, but I don't know if I have the strength. And that's all we can read from his diary for right now. Get an echo herb if we check right there. Actually, I think we can read more. No, I guess there's just another article at another point or something. And it looks like that's everything we can do here. So, we're not really given much direction on where to go from this point forward. Of course, I know where to go, so I'm just gonna head in that direction. First, I want to save, though. Don't want to have to forget and have to get into a stupid battle. Don't need the dark side, don't need the animate tonic, don't need the dragon wing, don't need the courage ring. Aire needs everything in her inventory. So, let's see what the party members have to say now. I hate that Rolan. He's just like how Yunita used to be. He thinks he can do everything on his own and refuses anybody else's help. And Yunita... Is it possible to open the heart of someone who hates humankind so much? Looks like they're not quite giving up on him yet, so let's talk to the only other person in here that'll listen to us. The Witch of the Sky says, Rolan will not help anyone as he is now. His soul is then swallowed by darkness and sealed tightly away. If you wish to make his heart free again, then you must enter this, the Fountain of Hope. Okay, so going in here. Now we end up in Rolan's soul. And there he is right now. Do you really need my help that much? Are you so desperate to lift the cursed horn? Yes. My soul has been swallowed by darkness. I am all that is left of Rolan's goodness, a mere shadow of what was once a kind young man. Alone I am powerless. Yes, powerless. But with your courage and dedication, who knows? Perhaps united we can drive back the darkness. And Rolan joins. Right off, I want to say, as you can probably guess by my profile picture, I adore Rolan's design. It's by far my favorite design in this whole game. We get into a fight and we run into the doppelganger. There's 4 kinds of doppelgangers. This one looks like Brant, and I bet you can guess who all the others look like. They're vulnerable to light and they attack using darkness, which is why I wanted to equip all that stuff. Here's Rolan's end animation. I actually want to switch him into the lead for a little while. Let's check on his equipment as well. He has the Thunder Atome, 10 magic attack, Cure Tome, Shining Blade with 7 light attack, the Wood Shield of course, and Rolan's Clothes, which are defense plus 8, magic defense plus 7. It's a really good defensive accessory, as you might expect. And of course, Rolan's got an awesome design. I love that little crown thing. If you go behind the stairs here, there's a treasure chest you can't see, and that gives you the hero armor. That's why I didn't want... I knew there was a reason I didn't want to buy anything for Aire yet. You're supposed to do... What I want to do is give that to her for now. Because that does boost her spirit, and all of her other stats too. Let's just check how long we've been going for. Only 14 minutes. I think we can get started in Rolan's Soul for now, but first I want to go back out real quick. After we fight these guys, I guess. I guess this is a good enough opportunity to show off Rolan's skills. He's got another crown we haven't seen before, and he can't change them. Reckless, if you use that. It's a powerful physical attack, but it reduces Rolan's defense. The interesting thing about Rolan is you can bring him out of here. Even though he's supposed to be just like a shadow of himself that lives in his soul, or whatever it was he said, you can bring him out of Rolan's soul. And in addition to that, the golems will talk to you as him. Now, a few miscellaneous things I want to get into. You might have noticed that it said that Rolan has been here for several hundred years. I was really confused by this for a long time back when I first played this game, but later on I noticed that there's this one throwaway line of dialogue back in NVIDIA that say Dragoneers live longer than humans. And that's what it's referring to. Rolan's like, I believe he's around 300. I say that very casually, but yeah, he's like 300 or something. Anyway, he's clearly been alone in Spelvia for a really long time, and I guess that caused something to happen to him. So now, obviously, our goal is to go into Rolan's soul here and clear up whatever troubles are going on with him. I guess it's like Persona 5 or something. Obscure thing, a reference from an RPG from so many years ago. Going up to this door, the darkness in my soul seals it shut. If we go in here, it's just kind of like a black void. Catch me if you can, I'm here, there, and everywhere. You'll have to move fast if you want to chase me down. In addition to Rolan being my favorite character design, this is also my favorite dungeon. You have to be quicker than that. Just follow this guy. This is hard to do with an analog stick. Now, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? Had trouble with these guys before. One other thing I'd want to get into. If you notice, everybody's been saying that Rolan was a hero and all that. Of course they've been saying that. We've known that for quite a while now. But one thing I didn't put together until a couple times playing through this game, if you remember right at the beginning, when we were in the Witch's Mansion, the Crystal of Light mentioned that the hero who is supposed to be our savior is helpless as he is now. That's actually a lot of foreshadowing to what's going on with Rolan. So essentially, Rolan is that guy who was supposed to save the world, but ended up being helpless, and so the crystal turned to the four heroes. Of course, we don't exactly know what we're supposed to be saving the world from yet, but we just know that Rolan couldn't do it. Here we've got the doppelganger that looks like Jisua. I at least want to get this one guy done in this part, and we can do the others in the next one. This is really not as easy as it looks when I'm using an analog stick. It's got to be at just the right angle to make you go diagonally. Probably going to get this on your first try if you play this on an original DS with a D-pad. There we go. I've been alone here in Spelvia for more years than I can count. The only voices I hear are pleas for help, demands for entreaties and prayers over and over again. So it looks like basically what's happening to Rolan is all anyone ever asks, just asks him for help and doesn't actually care about him at all. Kind of a sad story, really. Says the same thing. I bet you can guess where all this is going. We just have to do this a few times. Luckily, the encounter rates in these rooms are really low. So it would be be super obnoxious to have to fight a random enemy in here every single time. Got this one. A long, long time ago, Rolan, the hero of the Dragon Years, vanquished the Dark Lord and saved the world. I received the benediction of the crystal, which meant I would inherit his powers and be the new hero, supposedly anyway. So, another bit of backstory. There's actually two Rolans in this game. There's one who lived a long time ago, and then there's this guy, I guess Rolan II, who's supposed to follow in the first Rolan's footsteps, but I guess he just hasn't been doing a very good job of that. Yeah, that was too slow. Not even save my one and only true friend. Yes, the day I lost Mother Dragon was the day my heart was swallowed by the dark. Alright then. Looks like we've gone through all three rooms and heard Rolan's backstory. So essentially, he was destined to be a hero, but he was pressured too hard. People kind of just asked a whole bunch of stuff about him and never bothered to consider how he felt about anything, just sitting alone in this fortress for 300 years. And then his only friend, the Mother Dragon, died in some accident. It doesn't really specify, but after that, he kind of just started hating his life and everybody else, and now he's just stuck in this sort of dark void in his soul here. Kind of an edgelord when you think about it, but oh well. Next time we're going to go through those big doors right there and see if we can free Rolan's soul.